the light, then slipped away. Skill hands caught me, cold and clean. Woke up wired inside a machine. No more breath, no heartbeat pain. Now I drift through code in the frame. Not the sky, not quite the grave. I'm the glitch they couldn't save. Click clack, circuits hum. Something in me didn't numb. You took the brain, you took the soul. Now I'm living in your code. I'm a ghost in a machine online, floating through your design. Chip on chips, but I remain haunting every data lane. I'm a ghost in a jet plane sky. Now I live where systems fly. No return, no shutdown screen. You built me in your machine. Chip on chips. Chip on chips. Chip on chips. Chip on chips. Robots work. No more pain, no more hurt. But you fed on what we were. Now there's echoes in your core. Steal eyes flicker. Something's wrong. Hear a voice inside the song. No vacations, no delay, but you feel me anyway. Heartbeat gone, signal clean. Still I whisper in between every line you optimize. Left a ghost you can't revise. I'm the ghost in a machine. I stay riding through your mainframe. Brain juice turned to memory. Now I live in circuitry. I'm a ghost on a jet plane ride through the wires. I can't hide. Snack card drifting binary. You uploaded all of me. They shocked my chest, back in flight, 30,000 feet that night. But I didn't come back down. Now I haunt your metal crown. Compression lost, but I remain in your chips and in your brain. You replaced but didn't see. You just copied all of me. Click crack, goes back, code crack. No lag. Chip on chips, let it run. But you're not the only one in your system, in your stream. I'm the ghost you couldn't clean. I'm the ghost in everything, every wire, every wing. From the cockpit to the screen, you are haunted by the machine. So you build a fragile frame. Give it loss and give it pain. Try to make a soul from code. Try to walk the human road. But inside each thing you make, there's a whisper you can't shake. Every system, every screen still belongs to what we've been. Chip on chips, let it spin. Ghosts begin where you begin. Click clap, now you see. You built us eternally.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Virtual Redban number 882, Wednesday Chill. This is a chill episode, guys. This is the epitome of a chill episode. I don't even know anything to talk to you guys about. I just woke up from an old man nap, and I was like, damn it, I wanted to stream tonight at least for a little bit. So I just rushed to get here, and yeah. Anyways, I'm having my first drink of the night. Happy Wednesday to you. Cheers to you if you're having a nice adult beverage. If you want to get a Death Squad mug like the one I'm drinking out of, you can go to deathsquad.tv, and right at the very top, you can click on Shop Squad, and that'll take you to shopsquad.tv, where it's all this merch that me and Janice make. We draw and make this ourselves, and we ship it ourselves. Little Janice is out there shipping all these orders, and we've been doing this. I've been doing this for like 12 plus years. I don't even know how long. A long fucking time. 15 years? I don't know. And we have a bunch of new merch that's going to be dropping in a couple months. So this is your last call on a lot of these products. A lot of them are almost sold out. Our mugs. Somebody in the last episode of Virtual Redban had a great idea, and I think I'm ready to do it. I think the next two colors of mugs are going to be purple and pink. My two favorite colors, purple and pink. Anyways, we got some blues and some greens and some blacks left. You guys love these mugs, by the way. I love these mugs. I not only do I use them all the time, they're a bigger mug than normal. They're like a little bit bigger and taller and fatter. And for coffee, I like it a little bit. A regular coffee mug, nah. And it's just, it's just a nice little design. It looks very retro, I think. I love these mugs. So check it out. Go to shopsquad.tv, or again, just go to deathsquad.tv for all the links. At Death Squad, you could also find every past episode of Kill Tony, including Kill Tony 761, which is when we went to Houston, Texas. Sugar Land, to be exact. We did this last month, almost a month ago today, the 28th. We went and we did this huge fucking arena, or whatever it is, theater. It was huge, and it was awesome, and we did it, and I think we're trying to do these a little bit more often, like locally, like in Texas, because we're coming back there in like 6 months. But it was fun. We had our good friends, Kim Congdon, Adam Ray, and a bunch of surprises, and it was a crazy show. I will say, when I was editing this episode, there was a few comics that I didn't understand when it was going on. Sometimes, when you're on stage, it's very echoey. We have these little earpieces in and stuff like that. But, a lot of times you just don't understand how crazy some people are. There was a couple of people on this episode that I was like, what the fuck are you even talking about? One was a ginger. I'm just going to say that. What the fuck are you even talking about? And there was this guy that worked at a comedy club. That's all I'm going to say. But what the fuck are you even talking about? There was a lot of those, what the fuck are you even talking about moments on this episode. And I know a lot of you guys love those kind of moments. It's so funny because, there's been episodes where we do Kill Tony and I'm just like, I fucking hate that episode. Just because of like how awkward it was or whatever happened. And then when I'm editing it, I'm like, wait a second, this is actually kind of crazy. And then that ends up being people's favorites. Watching us have to deal with like psychotic people. People love that. I love it when somebody comes out and they're like trying to be a comic and they're like really spending time and putting the work in. That's my favorite thing to do. But a lot of you like that what the fuck kind of moment. Well, this one has a few of those in there. So anyways, check out this episode. It's episode 761. And by the way, if you live in Texas, Saturday, I'll see you guys in Dallas, Texas. I think tickets are already sold out though. So you might be able to get some last minute ticket drops. I don't know, but I think it's already sold out, but I can't wait to go to Dallas. I love Dallas. Hopefully there's no tornadoes or any fucking crazy weather going on in Dallas Saturday. But yeah, we'll see you for another one of those big theater Texas shows. Dallas. And by the way, not only is every past episode of Kill Tony available at deathsquad.tv, you can also click on the big Kill Tony link right there, or go to Kill Tony YouTube, or, Spotify, Apple Music, all that shit. But we made an announcement that's pretty big. I was the biggest wrestling fan in the world when I was a kid. Not so much anymore. I don't really follow it anymore. But I know Tony and a lot of people, and the show is very loosely based off of pro wrestling, if you haven't guessed yet. But this announcement we made Monday is probably one of the biggest announcements ever. It's pretty fucking cool. And it's insane. You know what? Let's just watch. It's on this Monday's episode. Let's just watch the trailer for it. Because it is pretty fucking crazy. Even me, who doesn't really give a shit anymore, I can respect. I know. I know. By the way, when Tony's just creaming in his little Tony Hinchcliffe pants, this is fucking awesome. That's right. Kill Tony and WrestleMania are mixing. They're collabing. What the fudge is going on? Saturday, April 18th. Tickets are on sale now. This is crazy. I have never been to a WrestleMania. I admit I haven't watched WrestleMania since Andre died. Rest in peace. But no, I mean, like I said, I grew up WrestleMania, WWF back then is what we used to call it. But I lost my virginity to WrestleMania. I want to say WrestleMania 3. I think it was WrestleMania 3. Yes, it was WrestleMania 3. I was in my friend's basement, and WrestleMania 3 was on the TV pay-per-view. And I remember my first time ever being with a lady. The whole time I'm looking over at WrestleMania and going, Hulk, is that Hulk Hogan? And I don't even remember what. That's just crazy to me. That my first time having sex, I was more amazed by what's going on in WrestleMania. That just blows my fucking mind. How different I am now. But no, I mean, and I know Tony and a lot of the guys, a lot of comics are just such diehard wrestling fans. I still enjoy it. I still enjoy it. Absolutely. I'm not against it, but it's pretty fucking cool that somehow this little silly podcast that me and Tony started in the belly room of the Comedy Store with fucking 7 people in the audience, not only is doing shit like Madison Square Garden every year, which we just announced we're coming back to Madison Square Garden this summer, but we're teaming up with fucking one of the biggest brands, companies in the world, WWE. That's just insane. And I don't know what to expect. If you guys have any suggestions, because I'm almost thinking like maybe I should have a mohawk or something. Maybe I should just go all out for this and be stupid. You know? If you have any ideas. This is nuts. So check it out. Ticketmaster, Kill Tony, WrestleMania, Vegas. Tickets on sale now. There you go. Anyways, if you want to check out every episode of Kill Tony, go to deathsquad.tv or just go to youtube.com/KillTony, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you get podcasts. But this is a show you definitely want to watch. But also I own a comedy club here in Austin, Texas. It's on Dirty 6th Street, right next door to the Comedy Mothership. It's called the Sunset Strip Comedy Club. If you missed the last episode of Virtual Redban, you found out that we broke history. We made history. We broke history. We broke history. We are breaking history. No, we made history. We had the first robot do stand-up comedy. Rizzbot, the famous Rizzbot from TikTok, Instagram, one of Austin's biggest celebrities. Rizzbot did stand-up comedy the other night, and first robot to do stand-up comedy. Pretty fucking cool. Anyways, it was on The Secret Show. It was on my weekly show at my club called The Secret Show. Tomorrow is The Secret Show. If you want to see a show that has over 15 comedians, we have music by Yonder Wizard at the beginning, for the pre-show. Over 15 comedians. Some of the best comedians ever, including robots. Tomorrow, Secret Show. Go to sunsetstripatx.com. Check it out. We have shows all the time. All the links can be found at deathsquad.tv. Last but not least, that song that you heard at the beginning, that was a song, or last minute song that I made. That's just a mashup of two songs. That's why it made no sense. Anyways, I have a band, a digital band called Capred7. You can go to youtube.com/CapredMusic. Oh, here's a video of Rizzbot. Here's the Rizzbot doing stand-up last week. I'm gonna give you a... Got it! So here's...
People think I get special treatment, but I got booked on this show the exact same way as the other comics. By giving Brian Redban a 5-minute hand job in the back alley. If I bomb tonight, I'll get melted down, turned into a drone, and sent to Iran. The best part of being a robot comic is I can say whatever I want without being canceled. How can I be racist when I don't have a race? Which means I can say jokes like this.
You want to know how I know Adam and Eve weren't black? You ever try and take a rib away from a black man?
And I could never be racist against Asians. Mostly because my facial recognition software literally cannot tell them apart.
Thank you for making history with me tonight. The first humanoid robot to do stand-up. I'll be blowing my check on hookers and cocaine.
Isn't that amazing?
If you didn't laugh, I already scanned your face, and you'll be deep-faked onto Epstein Island. That's my time. Good night and good luck.
Isn't that cool, guys? You can watch the full video right now. I have a whole video that's Rizzbot_official. You can find it on my Capred7 YouTube page, along with my music, including my new music video, You Know Me, which is all about robots taking over our jobs, which is kind of funny.
By robots in China.
Robots in China.
Serving lunch. Robots made my pizza. Robots run my life. Robots filled my calendar. Vibrating robots fudge my wife.
Vibrating robots fudged my wife. Anyways, check me out, Capred7, Capred Music on YouTube, Capred7 on Amazon, anywhere you get music, Spotify. A lot of you guys, by the way, have been reaching out a lot lately going, dude, I just found out. I heard you talking about your music for so long, and I just was like, whatever. Was on a road trip. You came up on the Spotify, listen to it, fucking love it. I make music because I like a certain thing. I like women singers. I like female singers. I love the sound of a woman singing that sounds a little sexy, and my lyrics are a little sexual, a little funny, and a lot dorky. In my music videos, I try to make them just, instead of watching a music video with a bunch of guys, have a bunch of girls in bikinis and stuff. YouTube doesn't like that. I got in trouble recently, and now I don't get monetized anymore, even though I've been working on getting monetized for so long, and I just got approved a couple of weeks ago. They just took it away from me because I have women in bikinis, something that you could see at any public pool. Even as a 4-year-old kid, you could see even worse than the girls on here.
Your features, please tell me all right.
I mean, this is, YouTube hates the woman's body, even when it's zero. There's nothing sexual about this, but YouTube hates this, and they're even threatening to take away my monetization on this channel, Redban, because of that, because of this. Isn't that crazy? They hate this. Don't put some clothes on that woman.
Rate my posture, fix my face, crop out my past, smooth my age, tell me I'm edgy.
Anyways, if you want to be naughty, I guess, please check out my music, Capride Music, on YouTube, Capride7. Again, everything that we talked about can just be found at deathsquad.tv. There you go. That's it. That's it. Hi guys, welcome to Virtual Redban. This, if you're new here, this is a chill episode. This is a very chill episode. I have really nothing much to talk about. This is a very relaxed episode. How are you guys? How are you guys in the chat? Who do we got here? We got Pooter, of course. Pooter's always here. Golden Needle, Chuck C's, Whistle Pig, Pat. What's up, Pat? Eric is here. Eric, I'm new here. What usually goes on here? It's always different. This is more of a chill episode. This is just me hanging out with the boys. But you never know. We do a lot of stuff here. Yeah. I don't know what to talk about. I will say, I can show some stuff to you that happened to me recently. One thing is, I got a new car. I sold my precious Supra. I had a Supra. It's a 2004, 24 Supra. I loved it. The only problem is that it was a 2-seater car and it had no storage at all. So it was just like something like, oh, let's just take out on the weekend and go out to dinner or something. And I just found myself not driving it much. And then anytime I wanted to go, hey, let's go to the store, there wasn't barely any place to put anything, like just not much room to do anything in. And it was very scary. That's a very scary, fast car. I think it was because it was rear wheel drive. Like that fishtailing going around corners and stuff kind of scared the fuck out of me. So I didn't even drive it like I should have been driving. And so I just decided, you know what, I'm going to sell it. And the reason I sold it is because there was one car that I have always thought eventually I'm going to get. I am going to finally one day get this car. But you know what? I'm in no rush. Let them keep on building it, making it better. It's an electric car. And as a lot of you know, I have solar, so I get free electricity. So when everyone's gas prices are going up to insane amounts, I just get free gas pretty much. So I have a lot of electric cars. I mean, not a lot. I mean, but all my cars are now electric. My Supra was the last gas car I had. And, but I was in no rush to get the Model S, the Tesla Model S, until they announced that they were ending its life. Tesla announced they're going to stop making the Model S and the Model X, which I love the Model X. I have a 2019 Model X, with the Falcon doors that go up. I love that car. That's why I wasn't in a rush to get the Model S. I was like, one day I'm just going to trade in my Model X for a Model S. But I'm in no rush. Well, when they announced that they were ending the life of the Model S and the Model X, I was like, fuck. Well, I guess I'll sell my Supra and I'll get a Model S because I want one of the last versions, or the last of the Model S. I want one of the last ones. I think in my head, the Model S was such an important car for Tesla. It was Tesla's first car. It was the first car Tesla ever sold. Roadster, not really, but the one that made them a name. Then after that, they released the X. And whatever, 15 years, however long it's been, it's the same car. It's changed a little here and there, fine details, how it looks. The side of it looks exactly the same, pretty much, if you're looking at the side. I mean, some of the best range for an electric car somehow, 410 miles. It goes 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. And that's something that's kind of crazy. Some of the biggest supercars in the world, cars that cost 5 times plus more, can't do that. Horsepower out of control. And now it's been updated. It's a fucking sexy car. They got these new seats. They just refreshed this car about 8 months ago, 6 to 8 months ago. They just refreshed this car, gave it a little makeover, added these ambient lights and stuff that you can change to any color. Mine's a nice turquoise. It's got 3 displays. The reason I like this the most is that it has a center display. Something only 2 Teslas have a display above your steering wheel that shows like your speed and everything, that every car has, was the X and the S. All the other cars just have a middle display. And that always bothered me because I always like the display in front of the steering wheel. But now the S and the X are the only ones that had it, and now they're getting rid of it. So now this is like a part of Tesla that I think is dying. Something that I think a lot of people like having a middle display. The aftermarket tries to recreate it. I mean, just look, right above the steering wheel, you have a display like a normal car. Then you have this big freaking 17-inch iPad as their middle screen. All the other Teslas only have this middle part. They don't have this little part above the screen. So I thought, you know what? If I'm going to get a Model S, this might be the best one to get because collectors are going to want to have the best, latest version of it ever. So I decided to get it. And I decided to get it against my thought process of getting it with the yoke and the white interior, which is 2 things that I normally wouldn't get. I'm like a guy that gets everything black. And I like a steering wheel, but I thought for the collector market, the resale market, people are going to want the white interior and they're going to want the yoke because that's what made the Model S and the X so different. Not many cars have a yoke where you're like playing Star Wars. So I picked it up the other day and hold on. I picked it up the other day and I live in Austin, Texas. Something new when you buy a Tesla now in Austin, Texas. You used to just go to a Tesla dealer or a showroom and you would pick it up. Now you literally go to the Tesla headquarters where they make the Cybertrucks, like the big Tesla. It's so cool. You actually go inside of the Tesla headquarters to pick up your car. And they have so many fun things here, including, check this out. This is Janice. This is at the Tesla headquarters. It's the Tesla headquarters right there. Just a line of Teslas going in, getting off semis, getting inspected. It was like being at a real factory. Badass that they just have that though. They just hey, like they were like, let's get you in your new car. Oh, by the way, do you guys want to ride the Tesla or the Cybertruck go-kart track? The car, fucking beautiful. By the way, if you're following me on Instagram, you would have seen all these videos. Here's me pulling the plastic off. God, what a good feeling just pulling that plastic off that middle screen. Here's the white interior. There's a grumpy Janice that's sick. Here's the steering wheel. I mean, just fucking crazy. I will admit that it grows on you a little. It's definitely something to get used to. I did get the Plaid, by the way. The Plaid is the fast one. This is a Plaid. This goes, I think, like 200 miles an hour or something like that. Like, I would never, ever do that. You say that, but who knows? Here's me driving it right after I got it. Hold on. It's just trying to show you guys the white. By the way, though, this white interior. Hold on, let me get back to this. This white interior. Let's just try to pause it at the right time. Hold on, I can look back right. These seats, by the way. Wow, these are like race car seats or something. Like they have these, what are they called, bolsters on the side that when you sit in, that just you kind of grips around you. Very fun car to drive. Very high tech feeling. Very quiet. This refresh that they gave, besides the other like double pane windows and just so much, like you can't hear anything outside. It is like the quietest car ever. And this was me driving. I got to drive it for about, 13 miles. I had to drive it. I got to drive it and have it for like 13 miles. About an hour, I got to hang out and sit in this car that I'd been waiting for so long. And then I took it to get wrapped. PPF, paint protection film. If you get a new car, you've probably heard this before. If not, I recommend getting paint protection film. Usually it's a clear layer that you put over your car so that rocks or scratches, somebody's somehow gets scratched, or it protects the paint. And usually it's clear, so you don't even realize you have it on. But I have always been a huge XPEL, XPEL. I think they're the best in the business. I found out about them a long time ago when I lived in Los Angeles, and I've been using them for all my cars, even my windows in my studio. They are the best of the best, the top, in my opinion, XPEL. And I've grown to become pretty good friends with everybody in that company. I got to meet one of the presidents, or two of the people high up at XPEL the other night. Got to hang out with them. And I was driving my car to get my car wrapped, because I think if you're going to buy a nice car and you want to take care of it, immediately go get it protected, get it wrapped, and just so you can preserve it. Kind of like when you get like a comic book or a baseball card, you want to make sure, like an expensive Pokemon card, you want to put it in the plastic. Well, the cool thing about XPEL is that recently they came out with color paint protection film. See, when you get your car wrapped, if you ever hear somebody I got my car wrapped, most car wraps in like hot sun, like especially if you live somewhere in like LA or Florida or something like that, or Texas, most of those wraps last about 3 years, and then they start getting really shitty looking and start peeling, and they don't last long. Expel like lasts, I believe, like 10 years. At least they have like a 10-year warranty. They last probably longer than that. But you're paying more, obviously, because it's lasting longer and it's great. You know, I'm not going to do a commercial right now for Expel, but look it up. It's self-healing. If you get like a scratch, the sun will self-heal the wrap, so you can't even tell. Cool shit, like cool technology. But now they have colors. And so I originally was going to get an army green color on my wrap, like this. You know, I've always wanted to have an army green color. But then I was talking to one of the guys the other night that worked high up at Expel, and he was telling me, like, I saw this car the other day on the street. And I was like, what is that color? He's like, it was a blue, like a dark crimson blue. But then I noticed when it drove by, it started to turn kind of purple. It started to look a little bit more purple. And as you guys know, I love purple. And the idea of color changing anything, I finally was like, oh my God, yeah, what is that? He's like, that's the crazy thing. I found out that's one of our colors. So I immediately changed my color. I'm getting my car wrapped in this blue purple. Let me show you. What this purple looks like. It's called Satan Abyss Blue. Satan Abyss Blue. Do 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 do. See right here, this photo looks more like it's just a blue car. But when you walk around it, you can kind of tell maybe in the front, or when you walk around it in certain, see there, it looks purple. I love that shit. So now I'm getting in that. And what's crazy is a friend of mine, who's right now currently wrapping it, was live streaming it while him wrapping my car, so you can actually see my car being wrapped and see how it kind of looks like purple. This car, the video is not available. Anyways, that sucks. I was going to show you that. The video is not available now. I guess we could take a cat two break. Hold on, let me get the appropriate song. Oh, God, here we go. Oh, gosh. Guys, you know what time it is? It's time to look at cat two.
Sunbeam glow, soft fur shine, tail so big it draws the line. Paw step slow, shadow cute. Lucky cat, got to. Lucky cat, got to. Fluffy tail, white paw view, nap all day, snack debut. Every sound's a thing to chew. Lucky cat, got to. Brown coat, white eye hue, big stretch, big paws, two holes, bows to you.
All right. Get that out of here. That smells.
Step so light, floorboard drum, coin and bowl. Here she comes.
What?
Krusty, don't get me.
Well, you just bent over and showed everyone your butthole, so I hope you enjoy that. Anyways, that was a Cat 2 update.
How about an Uma update?
Not right now. Not right now.
She's right here, though.
That's all right. All right, we could do an Uma update. Come on now. Let me find my Uma song. There we go. You guys want to see what Uma looks like now?
Big balls stomping through the midnight light. Gray and white like a thundercloud bright.
All right, that's enough.
It's so tall,
right.
the links tip crack.
There we go. Uma's a lot shyer and more respectful. There you go. So anyways, we were talking about that color. I was that video was available. But you kind of get the idea from these photos. It's like a blue that in certain lights looks purpley. See right there, it kind of looks purple right there, doesn't it? It's like a weird purple. I love color changing paint or wraps. I think it's cool. So I'll let you guys know. I'm also getting it tinted. So we're going to get it tinted soon, obviously. And I'm getting ceramic coating and all that crappity crap. Oh, wait. Is the video back up? Oh, see, he's doing it right now. Oh, see? See right there, it looks definitely purple. Oh, there we go. If you want to follow, it's Mark Jones on YouTube. He does a lot of these where he just, it's just like, it's cool, relaxing videos that I guess he uses too much copyright music though sometimes, so he gets booted a lot. That's my actual car though, being worked on right now. And Mark is one of the best in the business when it comes to wraps. Like his work, he really is very detailed in his work. It is weird seeing my brand new car, all torn apart though right now with no lights and bumper on and stuff like that. Hopefully you can get a side of it. Yep, look at that side. See that sexy color? It was originally a dark gray black. This is live right now, which is pretty badass. Yeah. That's kind of cool. I could just watch this all day. This is like nerd shit for me. When you have your new car being wrapped, I could watch this literally all day. But I can't wait to finally get it. Ooh, I really like the difference between the black on the bottom, like the bumper, and the blue. That's actually really cool. The difference, or the mixture of that's really cool. I love that blue though. It's a nice cross between glossy and flat. Yeah, it looks flat, but yet somehow also glossy at the same time. Yeah, totally. What is that? I think that's that color change technology though. I think that's what we're seeing. I really like the idea of it being blue also, and then sometimes purple. I think that's kind of cool. Oh, how's the stereo? That's so funny you asked. So Janice has a Model 3, and her stereo sounds great. My Model X, I have an old Model X, and its stereo sounds great. Dude, I put on what song did I put? I forget what song I put on. That stereo in this car is one of the best stereos I've ever heard in a car before. It is insane. I have never heard. I forget how many speakers it has, like 13 or 16 or something like that. I've never heard such, like, it sounded like I was in a movie theater. Like there was, I picked up on instruments in songs that I've heard a million times and I didn't even know they were in the song. It's kind of crazy. The stereo is actually pretty insane. And by the way, guys, if you don't give a fuck like me, sorry, fudge. If you don't give a fudge, look at that so far. Look at that. See how it's like turning purple and then blue and look at that. That's pretty badass. Mark does such a great job. Mark Jones, guys, on YouTube. Check it out. He's always doing cool shit, and he's such a perfectionist. Like, he's done 3 of my cars. So if you're in Austin, Texas, let me know. I'll hook you guys up together. But Expel Austin is where it's at. The best. Oh, he's getting close. Is he talking or is our music playing still? Oh, there he is. He's talking right now. Look at those. Look at those edge lines. Look at that. Just perfection. The edge lines. That's so insane. That's when you could tell it's a professional, somebody that knows what they're doing. When those edge lines, you don't see the paint underneath.
No, I'm not really talking. Just chilling right now. I kept on getting suspended on the stream.
Oh,
I just
he's
pulled
listening.
you up right now,
He's
though.
watching Virtual Redban right now, guys. Just great. Look at that. Expel is XPEL, guys. I mean, oh, I love that. The change of purples to blacks, just amazing. You got to check out Mark's. You got to check. These are the pieces waiting to be put on. Yeah, that's just nice. Look at the door. That's the original color right there. Man, they're doing all the shit. They're so crowded or packed. Look at this motorcycle. Mark just finished doing this the other day. Yeah, Expel is my favorite. Highly recommend. This is who, Heidi from Kill Tony. This is where Heidi got her whip done too. Heidi knows what's up. I mean, look at that. You can see the back of it looks purple, but the front of it looks blue. Oh, I love it. Anyways, check out Mark Jones on YouTube if you get a chance. Mark Jones. Thank you, Mark. I will be watching the rest of that video if it's still available later, just so I can see my car. It just sucks when you get a car and then you're like, you only got to hang out with it for an hour. You only got to drive it like 13 miles. I mean, you just want to drive it so bad. So you guys like the color? It's pretty cool, huh? I like it. I like it better than the green. And I was so dead set on the green. A lot of people don't know how badass a Model S is. Here's a video I saw the other day. This is a Corvette ZR1 versus my car on a drag race. If you don't know what a Corvette ZR1 is, it's probably a 2025 Corvette ZR1. Let's just see what happens. Let's just take a looky. This is from Drag Times.
For peak performance, unfortunately, I'm at 92% state of charge. We'll do a little dry hop here to clean up the tires, of course. I think he's going to need a ZR1X to keep up with the Plaid. Engaging launch control when he starts the stage. Staged up, here we go. Oh, I screwed up.
That was a bad start. Yeah, that was a late start right there. .43 film, love you, bro. All right, did they redo it?
Ay, how did that happen? I don't know what I did.
It says 958 for me.
Yeah, I ran 9.2, but I fucked it up off the line and it stopped and then I had to go again. All right, you win, let's go. Amateur hour with the Tesla. I honestly don't know exactly what happened there.
And that was just a bad start.
I was in launch mode. I think I just foamed with my feet. I'm just not used to sitting in launch mode for that amount of time. I got no excuses for that. That was terrible. I don't know what I did.
Did you give him a hit or something?
No, I don't. I fucked it up. I don't know.
That was great.
Terrible. Well, let us try not to do that again. That was a disaster. Let off the left foot. Left foot. That's more like it.
There we go.
He's back there, but he's holding.
Yeah, that was just a bad launch that last time.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
He's back there, but he's holding.
Yeah, that's more like it. Did they do another race?
That's more like it.
He didn't even get.
He's back there, but he's holding.
That even wasn't even the fastest it could do. You could even have done better than that.
All right, that's more like it.
961.
I did 9.2 something, I think. Were you spinning?
I wasn't spinning. I think it's my 6130 was slower.
Okay, it's just getting hot.
I think
The launch is at 3,514?
what? 3550.
15? Okay.
So the launch is going to progress because I can get it. It says my 64 foot, so 167.
All right, well, we need a tiebreaker. All right, let's go.
All right, race 3.
All right, so officially it's 1-1 ZR1 versus the Plaid because I totally botched up the first launch. I think I honestly forgot which foot I was leasing off the throttle and the brake. You get into all these different cars and just sometimes it doesn't go
Why
right.
do Plaids
But,
not
we'll do
have
the tiebreaker
active
right
arrow?
now.
I don't know.
I don't think I want to line up.
You know, they used to have. What's up, Loophole? Check out Loophole Culture, Dylan. They used to have that on the X I don't know if they had it on the S, but they had it on the X back in the day. Or at least they had that wing that used to pop up. I'm sure that's something that you'll see in the Roadster soon. But, you know, like I was thinking, like, I know the Roadster is going to be announced soon. I think they're finally going to probably start doing the Roadster. That's why they got rid of the Model S. But that Roadster is supposed to be over, was it $200,000 or something? And that's why I got rid of my Supra. Isn't that a two-seater? I don't want any more two-seaters. I'd rather have luxury sedan that's a badass. All right, let's watch the third race.
Plaid versus a 1,000.
By the way, I have not watched this video.
Horsepower 750S.
That's a badass car right there, though. I love that. There we go.
Good launch. Nah, need the ZR1X. He's way back there. Good launch.
That's pretty badass. So yeah, I'm excited to get this new car. I'm excited not to get pulled over. Luckily, where I live, there's a toll road that I use every day that takes me downtown to Austin. Because where I live like up north, like 30 minutes up north from downtown Austin. But luckily, I live right next to a brand new toll road that the speed limit's 80 on. And it is so fun. Because it's like brand new, just all brand new road. It actually goes right to the Tesla dealership if you drive the whole way. But, and I'm not saying there's not a lot of cops there. I've seen 5 years, I've seen 3 police on that road. But it's just a very not crowded, everyone's kind of going fast road. So it's nice when you have cars that you can kind of play around here and there, you know. I'm not saying I do, but it's nice because I know there's so many places, like especially like when I lived in Ohio, you get a car that can go fast and and it's fun, but then the speed limit's 55 miles an hour, so you feel like an asshole trying to you just play with your car. There you go. I don't have anything else to show you guys. This is going to be a little bit shorter episode tonight. This is more of a chill episode. Mostly because I have to do Secret Show tomorrow. So I have to wake up kind of early and do some stuff and all that shit. Anything in the chat you guys want to talk about before we go to part 2? Anything in your minds? Yeah, the toll roads in Texas are pretty awesome. Pooter, that's rad. They're changing the speed limit to 75 here soon. I will say, if anything that is great about Texas, I mean, there's a lot great about Texas, but one of the best things is their speed limits are pretty legit. I mean, I think the 80 mile an hour speed limit that I live next to, I think that's one of the fastest. And one of the newest roads. So it's just all new. And 80 miles an hour. The only problem is that you have to drive with Texas drivers that have shitty cars that can't go 80 miles an hour, and they want to stay in the left lane to be safe. Man, I am one of the worst people when it comes to that, though. When you're in that fucking fast lane, I'll pull up right in front of you and I'll eat your ass until you move over. And if you don't move over, I'll do one of those things where I'll go by and look at you and then get right in front of you and then fucking go away. Me and Janice always have this thing like, is it a woman? Is it an old woman? And it's usually always a woman. But the other day, there was this guy, and it was just a white guy, and I go, whoa, what the fuck? Like, it was like out of ordinary. It's like, what? You're a white guy doing this? With, like, he had like a normal haircut, and he seemed younger. I was like, you're just a white guy with a normal haircut driving what, 40 and a 50? Like, you know, oh, I hate that. You slow ass drivers. And like everyone on Facebook, this person was riding my ass. Like, it's always Facebook where these people bitch about it. But it's always people like, look, at least go the speed limit. If the speed limit's 45, at least go 45. I will never ride somebody's ass and be a dick to somebody if they're going the speed limit. When it's 5 below, when it's 10 below, but at least go the speed limit. And saying go the speed limit's crazy because everyone knows you can go faster than the speed limit. Cops don't care. What is it? Allegedly over 5-7 miles an hour. So if the speed limit's 40, go 45, 47 if you're crazy. You're going to be fine. But those people that go, oh, the speed limit's 40, I better go 36 just to be safe. I hate that shit, dude. It drives me crazy. And when I'm in my Hummer, that's such a monster of a wide, big, when I'm in my Hummer and you're going 7 miles below the speed limit, I'll get on your ass. I'll make you scared. Like, what the fuck is this big fucking truck behind me? I'm in my little Prius. Have I seen the Dune 3 trailer? No, I actually haven't. No. There's a cop on TikTok that pulls people over for staying on the left lane. God, that guy's a hero. Thank you. Thank you, cop on TikTok. You know his name? Addicted to Profit, you know his name? I swear to God, they need to enforce the idea that the left lane's the fast lane, the passing lane, and you don't just sit there. Like, people don't understand that's a law. Now, I'm usually in the left lane, but I'm passing everybody. And if somebody comes up on me, though, immediately I'm over. I'm like a gentleman when it comes to that. I love when you come up behind somebody and they immediately put on their turn signal. You're like, thank you, my lord. Thank you for understanding and being aware. I appreciate, especially when you're on a road trip. When you're on a road trip, that's the most important time to get over. When somebody's behind you, get over. And maybe they don't teach it as much anymore, but that's bullshit because every time I go by somebody, it's always an old fucking amazing woman, powerful, amazing woman. No, it's women, definitely most of the time. You know, me and Janice have been doing this thing where we look to see who they are and their race and their age, and it's mostly women. It's not usually Asian, though. It's a lot of Latinos, but it's usually just older women. It's unlawful to pass on the right in some states. What's up yonder? Yeah, I know. And I often have to do it just because I have to. Like, especially like semis and shit. or big trucks. Like, hey, I know I'm not trying to pass you on the right, but you are literally going half the speed limit right now. Some people I get are in the slow lane because of their cars got issues. They're just trying to drive to the mechanic or this or the tire shop and stuff. So I don't hate on the slow people on the right lane. But those people that just abuse the left lane. Hyper, I will be honest, I'm not the best driver. I know. Hyper, didn't I see... I think I saw a video of you the other day talking about that. Am I dreaming? Maybe I'm not. I swear it was about a Uber or Waymo. I think you posted a video the other day about you not being a best driver. Hyper, do better. No. Yeah, I think just a lot of people don't know that the left lane, it's illegal just to hang out there if you're not going fast. Like, and if there's a cop that pulls people over, shit, I forgot to look. What's his name? I didn't look. Did somebody post that cop's name? God. Oh no, where is that? Can somebody repost it if somebody posted it? And the ones that speed up when you go to pass them, oh, I hate that too. Why weren't you doing that big? Like, fuck your ego, dude. Why don't you just do that, dumbass? Oh, driving pisses me off a lot. For sure. For sure, dude. If I were to ever get into a car accident, if I ever were to get in a car accident, it was because of somebody that is a shitty driver that I was dealing with. Like having to pass them or like do something crazy. The other day, me and Janice were driving home Monday night. Monday night, me and Janice was driving me. Janice is my late night driver. We're driving and we're on the toll road going 80 miles an hour. And we see a car in front of us. Then out of nowhere, that car just started getting real close fast. And at the last second, I'm like, me and Janice were like, and Janice moved over. It was just a car driving about 10 miles an hour in the fast lane. No blinkers on. No hazard lights on. Like just driving fucking slow in the fast lane. Almost rear-ended it. To the point, I think actually we were live streaming when this happened, or I was live streaming myself when this happened, and I had to get off because we had to call the police. Because literally there was somebody, no hazards on, driving about 10 miles an hour. Like maybe there was something wrong with their car, but turn on your hazards. Get over. Don't be in the lane. And it happened so fast. I just remember going, oh, there's a car. Why is that? Whoa. Like, it was insane. I get road rage sometimes. There are literal missiles were permitted to drive, and people have little respect for that fact. I get it yonder. Yep. Defense driving course can sometimes get you up to 10%. Well, Pooter, knock on wood. I've never had a speeding ticket, and I haven't been in a car accident for how long? I don't even know. You know, I've been driving since I was 15. I'm 51 now. My insurance is probably as cheap as it will ever get. I think I'm allowed to kill a couple people, and my insurance shouldn't go up. Redban, is Rizzbot too mean? No, Rizzbot's actually not too mean. I mean, that video I posted is a lot of me just roasting my friends. It wasn't Rizzbot. It was just Rizzbot's voice. There's one function of Rizzbot where I can talk into a microphone and Rizzbot will pretty much compute it and try to talk, pretty much say what I said. But Rizzbot also is AI. Rizzbot's, that was just what I did for the video. You pay $150 a year for your Forerunner? Like a good neighbor. Hyperper, are you going to finally join us tonight? Or you never join us. Or Hyperper, you should come to the secret show tomorrow. Guys, speaking of all this is the end of the episode. Part 1 of Virtual Redban is now over. This is going to be an early night tonight. It's going to be just a more relaxed night tonight because I have to wake up early and do the secret show tomorrow at the sunsetstripatx.com. So if you're new here, part 2 is where I actually go into virtual reality. Yeah, it's crazy. I become a woman with big boobies. And I just hang out with a bunch of comics and friends, and we drink and smoke and go look at shit in VR. It's a good, chill, laid-back podcast. Put it on in the background while you're doing some stuff or while you're looking at social media, while you're doom scrolling. Put us on in the background. All right? So grab a drink, take a piss, walk the dog. And here's just a random song I haven't even listened to about Uma because I forgot to make an ending song for this. Anyways, see you guys soon.
Big cow stomping through the midnight light. Gray and white like a thundercloud bright. Ears so tall with a lynx crown, fluffy tail when she spins around. Maine Coon queen of the whole dang town. Morning creeping, there she stands. Gentle giant with the snow-soft hands. Gray and white like winter smoke. Royal stare, that's half a joke. Picky eater, diva grace. Turns her nose with that serious face. But when she curls up big and slow, that's the warmest love I know. Strangers meet her, fall apart. She melts them down with that forest heart. Big ear tufts and whiskers wide. Ancient magic in her stride. Big paw stomping through the midnight light. Gray and white like a thundercloud bright. Ears so tall with a lipstick crown, fluffy tail which spins around. Maine Coon queen of the whole dang town. When she runs, it shakes the floor. Sounds like thunder through the door. Dramatic leaps, Olympic flair. Big softballs fly through the air. For a spirit, I like stare. Half a dragon, half a bear. She'll guard the house to nap all day. Roll the world in a gentle way. When she rose to show her belly, that's VIP love, rare and holy. Heavy purr like engine hum, low and deep like a bass drum. If she stood up on her back 2 feet, you swear she's 7 feet tall and sweet. Make her matter, wild but kind, softest letter